you hope that you have some idealistic and courageous members of Congress, but they're just going by the incentives that are pushing them to divide us up. It's financially and politically profitable right now to be just demonizing and dehumanizing other people. And so some of these reforms we're talking about in our campaign is going to help to actually bring people together and allow other forces beyond just the binary choices to have a real shot in our politics.
Right, and I think you probably hit it on the nose when you say that a lot of the politicians are leaning to whatever side makes the most money, right? So
yes,
me personally, I'm just happy that I'm a U.S. citizen and it's a free country and I can speak freely.
that's right.
I personally believe that our politicians are punks.
Yeah,
all of the sissies, they some scary ass bitches. Period. They're allowing the bully to bully them, and I don't believe that people that lead us should be afraid of anything, because you are the people that hold the power to make the basic changes. Like, you are the people that we should look up to when we're afraid, to know that the policies that you're holding are the policies that's going to protect us.
Right.
But when the people that's supposed to protect you are the ones that are afraid, then we should all be afraid.
Yeah.
You follow what I'm saying? Like, you can tell, like, it feels like a lot of the politicians were the uncool kids that was in school that was constantly getting bullied and just are now a part of a system that allows you to bully others, right? So it's like you can see the difference from the ones that came up under like the earlier Biden. To me, he was a fighter. Of course, now he's a lot older. He doesn't have the energy as he used to. He's been through a lot, especially dealing with his son, and it's a lot, I can tell. And then that age is really starting to, really creep up. But I think had we had the earlier Biden, the fight would be so evident, because he can only do but so much at this age, at this point,
That's right.
And I'm a huge Biden fan. I love Biden. I'm not going to tell you anything different, but I'm not going to change the love I have for him because of his age, because I know I've seen the earlier Biden leading up to what's happening today. And then, of course, the political switch of where the Republicans lie and where they stand. And they're not divided, believe it or not. The Republicans are actually, they're connected. They're united now, because they're the reason why the world is, in the U.S., is so disgruntled from a standpoint, because they should be divided in making the right decisions rather in the decisions that better, you could say, indulge their agendas, So
that's right. Yeah.
Ultimately, I think if they made the decisions for the people rather than themselves, even themselves would be in a lot better position, you know? And I have this debate with my friends all the time about Trump, right? Everyone has something to say about Trump, right? The party Trump, the best guy in the world. We all love the party Trump. That's my man, right? The political Trump, there's a lot of questions there, right? But when I saw him lead for the first term of presidency, he reminded me of an African president, right? All of his policies are policies, honestly, while you plan, should have been, he had the perfect policy for Africa, because Africa needs to think like Trump's, whole concept, because it should be Africa first, because Africa has been providing for the rest of the world for so long and never focused on its own continent, so that would have worked for Africa, but it doesn't work for America when you have millions of different nationalities and different cultures that intertwine with each other every single day. You know what I mean? And different people that look at each other beyond the color lines and the race lines and the gender lines. Like, we don't reflect any of the conversations that politicians are having. So when we hear them saying A, B, and C about A, B, and C, we're like, what alphabet are these guys reading from? Because look at me and you. Like, how long we known each other? You know how many times I've been in India? I have houses in India. Like, India is like one of my biggest markets in the globe. You know what I'm saying? So the last thing we're thinking about when we talk about politics should be race, but when you're talking about, a history of American history, when it comes from a racial standpoint, now it's gotten to the point where the racial standpoint has become more age unappropriate. And the reason why I say unappropriate is because the generation has revealed that the youngest generations are the ones that make the biggest impact in America, right? But unfortunately, the policies aren't being built for this generation, right? So it creates a really difficult challenge in order to move forward when you start talking about, the age gap, and then the opportunity gap within ages, and then you start blending that with gender and race and all of this, it really becomes a really complicated system. So you being a runner in Milwaukee and in Wisconsin, where clearly there's a big open discussion about race, about gender, about age, and then you being minority. And do you ever fear that maybe perhaps they may not want to listen to what you got to say?
You know, it's interesting because we've done over 150 events across the state. We've been in urban areas, we've been suburban, and in rural areas. And you find that, you know, people have different issues that are affecting them, whether it's you're a small business owner, you have trouble hiring, you're, you know, you're here in Milwaukee and, you know, you've got a number of issues around gun violence and racial injustice here. But there is this underlying theme of trust. Like people are searching for trust and dignity and something to believe in. And so when I go to these communities, sometimes, yeah, you do hear some insensitive things, or, you know, people are not used to seeing a brown guy running for the U.S. Senate here. We just made history as the first Asian ever to be on a U.S. Senate ballot here in Wisconsin.
Wow. First you're the youngest, now the first Asian. This is amazing.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
So we find what we can connect on. I think that people really respond to honesty and authenticity. You know, one of the most common things I hear on the campaign trail is, you know, you talk like a normal person. You know, you talk like you're speaking from the heart. Like, please keep that, because so many politicians don't do that. And then I also think that music is part of that too. So we launched a bar band tour across Wisconsin where I'll play with the local artists and the local bands, and I'll sit in on a few songs. And it's just another way that you create that entry point. You got to get there. You got to get that connection before they're going to hear from you. And I think music is one of the great unifiers. So yeah, man, it's about being honest and finding something you can connect on.
Right.
And the response has been great.
Actually, so I want to go through some of these questions that some of my fans are actually bringing in, you know, and it's interesting because one of them is actually from India, which is I like that. We have a huge Indian community in America, and they're talking about collaborations, obviously with Bollywood and Hollywood, and how is the political realm creating opportunities for foreign filmmakers to be stable in America. What role, like, how is film important in Wisconsin, or anything of entertainment for that matter?
Yeah, you know, there used to be a time about 10, 15 years ago, we had a number of tax credits for filming to happen here. And one of the previous administrations got rid of a lot of those incentives. So we lost a lot of the film industry here. And so I, as a hopefully as the next U.S. Senator, can help to attract those opportunities here to Wisconsin for, you know, the entertainment industry to say, hey, there are young people, there are opportunities, there's great culture in Wisconsin. We want to be able to maybe film our next movie here. And we would love to see that Hollywood, Bollywood connection. And that's something that, you know, we can uniquely do in the Senate. You know, when we win this race, I'll be the only Indian American in the U.S. Senate, the only South Asian in the U.S. Senate. So that gives us a platform to be talking about some of these business partnerships across a lot of different sectors, including the entertainment industry. I would love to see Milwaukee become a creative capital. And, you know, we're close to Chicago. There's a lot that we can do here. And I've seen you know, there's some budding artists here and some filmmakers, and I just want to be able to help give them a platform, and that's something we can do in the U.S. Senate.
Right. So I'm looking at all these questions popping up. Everyone's like, "Who is this Indian guy? Like, who is this guy?" I love that though. So stay away from politics for a second, right?
Yeah.
Stephen, tell my fans who you are. Forget about politics. Just who you are, the person.
Man, so I grew up just outside of Milwaukee, and you know, when I was growing up here, my parents never thought about anything related to politics. It was all about, you know, what kind of engineer can you become, you know? And but my first passion in life was music. I picked up the guitar when I was in 3rd grade. I started playing the drums when I was in 5th grade, and I started singing soon after that. So I really loved playing in different bands because that was how you could tap into different subcultures. I had a rock band, I had a hip hop band, I had a folk band, I had multiple jazz groups, and all of these would tap into these different cultures. And so I became really interested in how do you help communities who might be ethnically, racially, religiously different, but help them see that they have something they can do together. And originally for me, that was music. And the first thought I had around politics was when I heard Barack Obama, in 2004, and he gave that great convention speech about how they're not just red states or blue states, but the United States of America. That was a political expression of what I was doing. And I didn't actually get involved in politics even then. I became a radio DJ.
Wow.
Just the basic idea. Yeah. This basic idea of having a dream and pursuing it and stepping outside of your comfort zone to pursue that dream. That's what I got out of that Obama speech. So I went down to this radio station. I didn't know anyone there, and I became a DJ within 6 months.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm a big believer. My favorite book is The Alchemist. And if any of your followers have heard of that, it's a great book about following your purpose. And it says when you walk in your purpose, the universe starts to conspire for your success.
That's the truth.
But to find that purpose, it's taking a leap of faith. It's taking a risk. It's going down that path that feels right in your heart, but maybe feels uncomfortable to you. And you got to follow that. And that was the same instinct I had, I guess over a year ago now, about running for the Senate. I felt like this is just a moment for real change. And so I have an unconventional background getting into politics, but I think we need more people like that running for office. So yeah, that's a little bit about my background here.
No, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. So right now, you have to raise, is it money or you need signatures from people? Explain exactly what the purpose of getting, to as many people as possible and what it is that you're trying to convey.
Yeah, the biggest thing right now is we need individual contributors, individual donors to help us get on the debate stage. The local TV station just announced this.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Did you say debate?
Debate.
So you can actually get a chance to debate?
Yeah.
So how can we get you to debate? That's what I want to know.
That's what we got to do. So we need 5,000 people to give us $1 or $3 or $5. It can be any amount of money, but we need 5,000 people to donate on our website. And if we get that 5,000 by June 30th,
right,
my man, we're going to the debate stage.
So you need 5,000 people?
Yeah.
Or 5,000 signatures?
5,000 people.
5,000 people to donate $1?
Yeah, it could be any amount of money, but yeah, they can give $1, exactly.
But
U.S. citizens, yeah.
Okay, got it. And that gives you the door, it opens up the door for you to be able to debate on the national stage.
Yeah, exactly, man.
But so let's say hypothetically we get you to the point of you're in office and debating on a national stage. How do you think you're going to do? Like, what would be the game plan? I need to know. All right, so promise out, let's practice. Okay, me and you are debating. We're about to debate. And then the debate guy asks the question.
Yeah.
And he says, "Oh, Stephen, if you were caught in a scenario, how would you proceed? If Melania Trump asked you on a date, would you accept?"
Well, I probably wouldn't because I'm in a committed relationship right now.
Oh, dude, you're supposed to say yes. No matter what, trust me, whoever you're with will understand. She should understand you're doing this for the country. You're doing this for America.
You're saying if we can win this race by going on one date with Melania Trump,
would you do it?
Yes, for the greater
good. For you.
Absolutely.
Now we talking, Daddy.
Yeah.
Now we talking.
Hey, this is about something bigger than all of us.
It's bigger than all of us. This date is for America, baby. Nah, seriously, man. I'm thank you so much for taking the time, bro.
Yeah,
to have this
thank you, man.
conversation and open up my eyes to a lot of things. Because I'm gonna be asking a lot of political questions with different people.
Yeah.
It'll be, people are, seasoned politicians, people are coming up such as yourself. And
Mm,
as your career starts to grow, I want people around me to grow with you, better understand who you are, and people likes of yourself to be able to, just kind of, shape our country in the right way, man. I think the way it's
absolutely.
moving is we're moving in a great way. America don't have to be great again. We're already great. We just
That's
need
right.
to now accept the fact that we're great and know it. It's
Yeah.
about mindset, our mindset, because they'll tell us one thing when it's something different. And as the people, we have to
Mm.
communicate. So thanks for, platforms like this that allow us to really talk and get to understand what it really is. So when we're
Oh,
speaking, nobody can pull a, wool over our eyes and try to tell us what it isn't. You know what I mean? So, guys, Stephen Alakara is actually running for Senate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you're, Stephen is running for Milwaukee. I'm a Senate in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. If you're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, this is my guy.
yeah.
Believe me, if that debate state happens, I'm there. I'm showing up to that debate live. So whatever we got to do, whoever we got to call, whoever you got to meet, whoever you got to apologize to, get them, get them to support my man. Let's get the 5,000 people to come on board and get my man on this debate stage, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
he's a
Thanks.
beast. So thanks again, Steve, man.
Hey, thank you.
And we'll
Thank you,
lock it
brother.
up.
Thank you. We got to make
And
this
the
happen.
goal, the
Thank you for
goal, the
giving.
goal is for you. The goal is for you to make it to the debate stage so I can perform live. I want to come there live. That's gonna be
Let's do
my pledge. My pledge will come out there, perform live if you make it. And this only takes 5,000 people from Milwaukee to support you. That's all we need. So support my
Absolutely.
guy, man.
Absolutely.
Support my guy.
Yeah, and we're well on our way too. And thank you, brother. And the place where people can go to make that contribution is StephenOlikara.com/revolution. And we maybe we
Right.
can include that in the description. StephenOlikara.com/revolution. This is the revolution
Absolutely.
we want to take to the debate stage and then to the U.S. Senate. And you all heard it here live. Khan's coming here to
Hey,
Milwaukee, July.
hey, listen. If you get on the debate stage, I'm there. I promise you, I'm gonna gas up the plane and I'm there. I promise you.
Let's do it, brother.
All right.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much,
Good to see
man.
you, my man. Thank
You
you
already
so
know,
much. We
brother.
appreciate it.
Okay.
All
All
right. We'll
right.
see you soon. Okay.
Cool.
Bye.